Hello and welcome to the news on ICTU-RTV. My name is Promise Akante. Coming up in this edition, the number of candidates going in for the GC ordinary and advanced levels in Cameroon has witnessed a more than 8% increase as more accommodation centers go operational in the northwest and southwest regions. Get statistics in this newscast. Then the inimitable Lions of Cameroon are in Marrakech, Morocco for the Africa 2025 organized for the FIFA period. Get details in this newscast. Stay with us. As you heard in one of our top stories, the 2025 session of the General Certification Examinations GC organized by the Cameroon GC Board is underway. The exams began on Tuesday, June 3 across the National Triangle.
At the beginning, it was not really easy, but I prayed and everything was just okay.
The 2025 GCE examination wagon started its journey smoothly in all the 10 regions and in all the different centers across the country. In the Central region, the Minister of Secondary Education, Professor Nalova Lyonga, visited some of the examination centers, amongst which the government bilingual high school, Etukibe, where she admired the smooth kick-off. According to statistics from the Cameroon General Certificate of Education, the GCE board, a total of 213,378 candidates registered and are sitting in for the 2025 GCE examination. As for statistics per region, the Littoral region topped the charts with 49,829 candidates, followed by the Central region with 49,648 candidates. Third on the list is the Southwest region with 48,662 candidates. Northwest with 33,742 candidates. West region 17,050 candidates. South region 3,804 candidates. East region 3,372 candidates. The Adamawa region, 3,117 candidates. The Far North region, 2,249 candidates. While the North region bottomed the charts with 1,907 candidates. This year's statistics reveal an increase of 8.67% registered candidates nationwide as compared to 2024. While officials celebrate the progress, especially in crisis-affected regions, priorities remain ensuring success and credibility of the examination. It should be noted that the GCE board has issued a communique rescheduling the dates of subjects interrupted by the Muslim feast of Tabaski. The new dates are now programmed for June 20th and June 21, 2025.
The importance of assistive technologies are being highlighted with the observation of a day dedicated to calling policymakers, businesses and individuals to give greater importance to such devices and applications. The ICTU-University is not left out as students of this prestigious institution create applications that benefit a cross-section of society. Details in the following report. The need to provide elderly people with assistive technology in a timely manner in order to aid them in their ability to function and remain independent for as long as possible is spotlighted this June 4 with the observation of World Day for Assistive Technologies. Assistive technologies, AT, are products, systems and equipments that help people with disabilities with things they need to do every day, such as learning, working, and living. These technologies include a wide range of devices and systems such as Braille, screen reading software, text-to-speech, large print materials, hearing aids, reading guides, and much more. While there are at least 2.5 billion people around the globe who need assistive technology to help them thrive, only about 10% of people in low-income countries are able to afford it. This is in comparison to the 90% of people in higher-income countries who have access to assistive technologies. World Day for Assistive Technology was founded to help draw attention to this urgent need and to get more people involved in making a difference. With the aging population on the rise, along with non-communicable diseases, it is estimated that at least 3.5 billion people will need assistive technologies by 2050. At the ICTU-University, students create various applications that impact the society positively, ranging from health, agriculture, academics, business, and finance.
The design and implementation of an expense tracking management system. What this system basically does is that it helps users track their expenses, keep tabs on their daily spending habits, and just allow them to have a general overview as to what they use their money to do. I believe this app is very useful in our society today in Cameroon because only about 35% of the Cameroonian adults are actually financially literate. I believe putting an app like this out there is a first step closer to making more and more Cameroonians to be financially literate.
World Day for Assistive Technology is the perfect opportunity for everyone, individuals, organizations, businesses, and policymakers from across the world to come together and champion the importance of assistive technology. Meantime, today, June 4, is being observed as International Day of Innocent Children Victims of Aggressions. In the report that follows, our correspondent from Bokito, Kevin D, pays tribute to those who have been killed and those abandoned in gutters and trash cans in Cameroon.
How can a human being in his right senses go after innocent children, kill and burn them alive? Who is doing this to us?
The International Day of Innocent Children Victims of Aggression is dedicated to raising awareness about the plight of children who have suffered violence and conflict. It reminds us of the urgent need to protect and advocate for the rights of these vulnerable individuals. As we speak, children of the two English-speaking regions of the country, Cameroon, have had their fair share of violence and aggression. Some have been raped, others traumatized by what they saw with their naked eyes. Come to think of little children in the Ngarbo incident who saw their 13th class and schoolmate assassinated. The Kumba school incident in the chief town of Meme division, where 7 children were massacred in 25 years ago, will never go off the memories of you and I. Ekondo Titi still in the southwest region, children were murdered in broad daylight. This is violence and deprivation of right to life, and I refuse to mention others. What about children abandoned in bushes and trash cans in Yaoundé, Douala, and other cities? That is Cameroon for you. I rest my case.
I remember when my parents used to tell.
Let's talk something else now in this newscast. Preparations are heightening on the part of Muslim faithful nationwide as they are about to celebrate the second main feast of the Islamic calendar on June 6. The purchase of commodities that will be used for the sacrifice on that day is different due to an increase in prices. Louisa Kinyoy with details.
Muslim faithfuls nationwide are eager to celebrate the Feast of the Ram, known as Tabaski, come Friday, June 6, 2025. Preparations are heightening in all the regions as they prepare to celebrate the second main festival of Islam. The feast is in commemoration of Abraham's willingness to sacrifice his only son Ishmael to God. The holiday involves the ritual slaughter of a sheep with the meat shared amongst families, friends, and the poor. In the West region, there isn't much excitement at the livestock market in Lamuda at the entrance of Fuban, despite it being filled with sheep. This is due to the rise in the price of a sheep ranging between 70,000 francs CFA and 120,000 francs CFA. Muslim faithfuls are still hesitant just days before Eid al-Kabir. The same scenario is equally faced by Muslim faithful in the Adamawa region, where a sheep costs an average of 50,000 francs CFA, a difficult equation for middle-class households to solve. This price increase is justified by the cost of transport from the northern and northwest regions to Fumban. Faced with this situation, herders are forced to travel through the neighborhoods of Fumban and other towns in the Nun division, such as Kutaba and Fumbot, with their flocks. On the contrary, the markets in Douala and Yaoundé remain much more attractive for traders. Despite this concerning observation, local authorities are trying to be reassuring. They state that an additional supply of livestock from more distant localities is expected in the coming days to make prices more affordable.
A delegation from the Mouvement des Entreprises de France, MEDEF, led by Arnaud de Rudy, met with Cameroon's Minister of Urban Development and Housing, Celestine Ketcha-Koutei, on June 3. They discussed on the potential contribution of French enterprises to Cameroon's urban development, particularly through smart city initiatives and more. Louisa Kinyoy with details.
The Association of French Enterprises, best known in French as Mouvement des Entreprises de France, MEDEF, is keen on contributing to Cameroon's urban development efforts. A delegation from MEDEF, led by Arnaud de Rudy, held discussions with Cameroon's Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Celestine Ketcha-Koutei, on June 3, 2025. The meeting served as a platform for French companies to present their expertise in areas critical to the Ministry of Housing and Urban Development (MINDU), including smart solutions for public lighting, urban mobility, and water and energy management. Additionally, IGN France International shared insights into their experience in geospatial project development and implementation, highlighting a range of potential collaborations. The minister expressed significant interest in adopting smart cities initiatives, proposing pilot projects to test and implement solutions for critical urban challenges such as addressing systems, location identification, and space identification. The discussions also concerned the domain of new energies, with a notable idea of establishing factories for solar panel production within Cameroon. To solidify this promising prospect, both MEDEF and MINDU have agreed to organize subsequent working sessions. These sector-specific meetings will aim to delve deeper into the identified opportunities, meticulously exploring potential axes of collaboration between the French enterprises represented by MEDEF and the Cameroon Ministry. This collaborative effort signaled a strong commitment to leveraging international expertise for the advancement of Cameroon's urban infrastructure and development goals.
En sport football, les Lions indomptables du Cameroun, tenus en échec par les Super Falcons du Nigeria, c'était au cours d'un match amical qui s'est joué ce 3 juin 2025 au MKO Abiola Stadium au Nigeria. Compte rendu de la rencontre avec Michel Betaïne.
Nigeria 2, Cameroun 0. Tel est le score du match amical qui a opposé ces deux sélections africaines féminines de football, classées parmi les meilleures du continent. Une fois de plus, l'équipe féminine du Nigeria a réaffirmé sa supériorité sur celle du Cameroun. Déjà à la 28e minute de jeu, la capitaine du Nigeria, Rachida Achibade, ouvre le score grâce à un penalty. Les polices de Jean-Baptiste Bissek payent le prix d'un mauvais positionnement défensif. Elles ont essayé tout de même de se ressaisir et de remettre sur place une bonne tactique défensive. Des efforts qui ne seront pas suffisants face à une équipe du Nigeria ayant une cohésion dans le jeu. C'est ainsi qu'à la 43e minute, l'attaquante et capitaine Rachida Ajibade s'offre un doublé scellant ainsi le score du match. De retour de la première mi-temps, malgré l'ajustement du jeu, les Lions indomptables ne réussiront pas à revenir au score.
Toujours en sport football, les Lions indomptables du Cameroun sont d'ores et déjà à Marrakech, au Maroc, pour l'Africa Week Marrakech 2025, un tournoi amical organisé pour cette période FIFA par le Maroc. Plus de détails avec Michel Bitaïne.
Depuis le 2 juin 2025, il se déroule à Marrakech au Maroc, l'Africa Week Marrakech 2025. Un tournoi amical qui réunit plusieurs équipes africaines pendant cette période FIFA du mois de juin. La première entrée en scène des Lions indomptables est prévue pour ce vendredi 6 juin 2025 contre l'Ouganda à 20h, heure du Cameroun. Deux équipes, rappelons-le, qualifiées pour la prochaine Coupe d'Afrique des Nations prévue du 21 décembre 2025 au 18 janvier 2026 au Maroc. Toute l'équipe complète, les Lions procèdent depuis hier 3 juin à des séances d'entraînement. La première séance a porté sur les exercices physiques de remise en forme et d'une mini-opposition d'une demi-heure entre le groupe de Vincent Aboubakar et de Enzo Boyomo. Ce mercredi 4 juin 2025, le groupe a procédé à une séance vidéo puis à 2 séances d'entraînement à l'annexe 1 du Grand Stade de Marrakech.
That's the package we put together for you today on ICTU-RTV. The news was produced with the collaboration of the entire team of ICTU-RTV and technical assistance from Danny Robertson. My name is Promise Akante, thanking you for your attention. God bless you. God bless Cameroon.